Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Waregames once again. We are continuing on. This is our Colonial Charter Maple Harpoon Banished mod number 3, though technically it's only the second time we've done this particular town. So what we've learned so far in the video and the one before that is that people seem to enjoy this mod. They seem to enjoy watching me fumble my way through it. And many of you seem to think that I sound like Will Forte. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I guess I do have a bit higher of a voice. So, anyways, enough about that. When we left yesterday, this is where we were at. We've got our water mill and our bakery and our dairy all set up here. This is the lactose part of town. And over on this side of town, we have our shore house, and we've got our glass works. And so this is where the glass happens. Between the two, we could keep the milkmen busy forever. And if we just put in some alcohol, which we did too, then there you go. When the milkman comes to visit, everything will be happy. Ha! That's funny, just to me though. Okay, so we are actually able to create, now we put in a brewery, because at the time we mistakenly thought that we could use the apples that we had purchased to brew some, I guess, cider as opposed to any kind of alcohol, or sorry, any kind of beer. But then we discovered that we couldn't, and in fact we had to use the distillery and to make some apple jack, not to be confused with the breakfast cereal. However, in the meantime, the people ate all of the apples, so we have no apples left. We are now growing apples, but it will be freaking forever before the apples are ready, so hopefully we can buy more. We've pretty much clogged the river at this point with trading posts. But that's okay. Everyone's happy, other than the fact that we're out of logs and no one has had any kind of clothes for about, 30 years at this point. 12 years. Okay, I'm exaggerating. I'm going to exaggerate here and there, guys. So, don't take me to task on that. There's other podcasts and YouTube videos where they don't exaggerate. You could watch some of those if you are really offended by any kind of exaggeration, because there's billions of those out there. Alright, what do we got? We've got some red mulberries. We got to buy some of those just because we like the way that sounds. Mulberries. We're going to say that with a mildly Scottish tint to our voice is what we're going to do. And if you don't like it, there's lots of YouTube videos where people don't have a mildly Scottish tinge to their voice. Okay, sorry. And this guy's been here once. We asked him to bring us mulberry leaf. He brought us the red mulberries. Maybe don't do that next time. Just bring us the mulberry leaf. And or refined sugar. And apples. Because we still want apples to make some apple jack. It's never going to get less funny, guys. Never. Okay, so where are we at? We have 55 adults. We got 7 kids in school. We got 14 kids. So our population range is okay. We're not exploding. We're not suffering. We just told the people to go and cut some trees down. It looks like they're doing that. Scurrying about. We got a few extra laborers. We got lots of farmers. And we got a couple of everybody else. So we're certainly not breaking any records for growth here. We did build a town hall, so this is what our food our food, what's the word I'm looking for? The amount of food we've grown. Our food intake. That doesn't sound right, because it sounds like we're eating the food. Our food production, that's the word, production. The word of the day is production. Let's see what our population looks like. So you can see we've had the increased population. It's mostly on the adults. The numbers of students and kids have been fairly steady. That might not prove too well for us. The amount of people clothed is almost non-existent. There's no one has any clothes. They seem to be wearing clothes as far as I can tell, but no one's had any new clothes in quite some time. Because frankly, we don't have any sheep, and we haven't imported any clothes of any kind yet. And damned if we're going to spend all of our hard-earned trade bucks on clothes at this point. They're a luxury, okay? Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And so we've told our trading posts, if you weren't with us last time, really, why are you watching this part if you weren't with us last time? Go back and watch it, and you'll know what's happening here. And then everything I'm saying now will just be old news to you. So we have some glass, we have some candles, we've got firewood and beef in our trading post. And this one we have almost exactly the same thing. We said no glass for this one, because there's not that much glass to be had. And over here, just firewood so far. We could add some beef here, I guess. Really, we could check out and see what is in our storage barns so that we know what we have to trade. Because look, here comes Jeff the trade. His name's not going to be Jeff. We do have some flour, and so that's good because we can make some bread. Okay, which post are you in? This is a bit confusing because he's right between the two. Somebody's already commented. Oh, look, we need those. Oh, sorghum seeds. That's great. We're excited about sorghum. If you were watching last time, you know that the reason we're excited about sorghum is that it's one of the things we can use to create flour. So we're going to tell these guys, dudes, we need more firewood over at this trading post. Toot sweet. Because sorghum was one of the ones that we told Jeff, or Donald, we call him Jeff, I don't know. We told him to bring as much of those 4 seeds, because those are the ones that we can use to start our flour mill, which will be a personal victory after about 2.5 to 3 hours of playing, that we finally managed to create some food of our own from scratch, if we can actually get enough firewood to this particular trading post before the end of this season, when this guy will leave. Will it happen? Oh, they brought like 5 that time. That was pretty helpful, guys. Alright, I'm going to just skip over here and tell them to keep cutting trees down, because we seem to be running out of them. So, cut all the trees down. We need sorghum. So 551's not going to cut it. I think 620 was the number. And this is 3125, so it's going to be even higher than that. That's for 2500, so 700 might not even be enough. So let's say bring 900 firewood, because we actually requested those seeds. Of course, they cost more. There, something of actual value you just learned. There, we can actually buy some sorghum, which is lovely, and some corn. So both of those we can use to create bread. But really what we want to do, guys, really what we want to do is we want to mill our own, because that's way more exciting. So I'm just going to see what we can get here. Let's buy, oh, come on, let's just buy all of it. Oh, we don't have enough to buy all of it, do we? It's getting confusing. So many things happening. Gonna pause. 3 traders at the same time. Okay, so we're gonna buy a bunch of that stuff. We got some corn, we got some sorghum, and then some wheat and some corn. So we've got nothing but stuff for our bakers now. They're all very pleased with themselves. Let's see what we've got. Oh, we've got more than enough beef here. But we're not going to forever because we don't have that many cows. So, let's say you can go. Dismissed. And how are we doing over here? Do we have... We got 673 firewood. And that's still not quite enough yet for our... And there's more coming in all the time. And 704. Is that going to be enough? Simple math, people. It's not. So we need a bit more than that yet. As you know, if you're a regular watcher, my math is average to horrible at the best of times. But if I just hammer the 9999 into the trade window enough times, it will tell me exactly how much I can get for my goods. See, I can get 2832. And I just got... Yeah, that's not going to be enough either. Come on, guys, you can do it. Quickly before the sorghum man leaves. Be so much more exciting if we could actually plant some of this stuff and start doing that instead of just flailing away like we are right now. 727, not enough. And we don't have a whole lot of logs in the pipe. In the pipe, as it were. That's a term we use in the logging industry for wood that's about to be turned into firewood in the pipe, you see. And he's gone. There you go. He left. Come back, sorghum man. We love you. Come back. Bring the sorghum back. And we never did have enough. That's okay. Next time we'll be ready. So we're gonna, because we know now, we're gonna bump these up to 800. And our people are just freezing all the time because all the firewood is now, hundreds and hundreds of firewood units are now being stored in the trading posts in hopes of selling them for some lousy seeds. That is the way it goes. You're probably thinking, hey, if only he'd gotten that sorghum, he could show us exactly how that works. But you know what? That's not how real life works, so I'm sorry. But maybe next time the guys come in, you'll be a little more, you know, happy with that. So over here we can make some bread by having flour and butter. And since we have no wheat, but we do have some sorghum, we can tell these guys, make some flour out of the sorghum. We also had some corn. Oh, we got lots of corn. Okay, so make some flour out of the corn, you guys. And then we'll have flour. And do we have any butter? We don't have a lot of butter. Our milk from the cows is being made into butter, which is then going to be taken here and turned into bread. And you can see here we've got some flour and some butter. So the bread should flow, he said in a Dune-like voice. The seeker has awakened, and the bread shall flow. And as usual, we have not enough firewood. We had put a second forester lodge in here, so that's good. So we should have enough for those few times where we decide we need to cut some trees down. Like now. Cut all the trees down. And so yeah, we've got those two industries pretty much up and running. We are able to brew some ale using our berries here, our blueberries. So let's see what that looks like. Do we have... It says no alcohol. I don't know whether that's just the ale or if it's that all the alcohol gets combined together for that list. Let's check our inventory. So we have 0 ale right now, in fact. But it does say we have berries. Maybe we need more berries than that to make it happen. That's okay. It's coming, guys. It's coming. It will soon be there. So our orchard is growing, but yet nothing is growing fast enough for our tastes. We could put more orchards in, but really our plan is to just buy up tons of it once we have our other industries in place. I'm going to throw a couple more houses in. You know what we need is some rope so we can get some of them fancy new places built. Them colonial houses. So we're going to concentrate on getting us some hemp. Yeah, that's it. It's just the hemp we're after. Man. No worries, man. Alright, so yeah, this is pretty much what we're doing. We're trying to get this up and running. We're enjoying this new mod. As I've said before, I think it's a pretty fun mod. It's very, very extensive. There's lots of stuff going on. To the credit of the mod makers, who also pointed out that I talk like Will Forte. But, you know, that's okay. They could have said mean and nasty things, but they didn't. They're probably Canadian. I don't know. They might not. I am actually Canadian, but I just think everyone who's nice is probably Canadian. Anyways, if you're Canadian, please like or subscribe to our channel. And if you're not Canadian, please, I don't know, like or subscribe to our channel. We like it when we get any kind of feedback. I say this all the time, but it's really true. Because I don't know how good of a job I'm doing unless you tell me. You might say, dude, enough with the terrible jokes. Or you might say, hey, we're really digging the way that you lay down those rhymes. And I'll be confused because I'm not actually rhyming in any way. We're just going to ask for a bunch of random stuff here. Because why not? Hemp and rope is what we've asked for. He's got some silk cocoons. I don't believe we can do anything with those yet. We need the actual silkworms first. And glass, well, we're making our own glass. We don't need your glass. Look, we've got glass right here. So, beat it. Away with you. And we've got 3 merchant ports now, which is good, because that should make things go a little bit quicker. We got some cucumber guys. Remember, the water, it's so much nicer and more refreshing now. And we wanted to make some sandwiches, and we've got the capability of making bread now. So our people could have cucumber sandwiches, and maybe even with no crusts, if they so desired. So yeah, it's not a bad place to live, other than the lack of clothing for the winter. But you know, look, the stockyards are full of stuff. There's cows, there's a water wheel, there's lots of jobs at the docks. Crime is rampant there, probably. So our brewery looks like it's up and running, but it's really not producing anything, but it's trying to, I guess. And we've got another boat coming in. And he's going to this one. What's he got? He's got some rope. Yay, we will buy. He brought 2 units of rope, guys. Okay, so we need to talk about this material trader right now. He has brought us literally 5 units of cloth, 2 units of rope, and 5 silk cocoons. So that's like what? Like a small Rubbermaid bin worth of stuff is what he's brought us. That is a bit pathetic, I gotta say. So we're just gonna sell him some meat and send him on his way. And 1 candle. Yeah, take that. And you know what? Just bring more stuff when you come next time, guy. Because this is a little pathetic, really. Again, we're just kind of picking some stuff. I asked for sand. Maybe we can increase our glass trade that way. And go. Get out of here with your 2 units of rope. Pathetic. Okay, but maybe 2 units of rope is exactly enough to build a colonial house. Let's put it over here near the orchard where we can get a good look at it. Check it. Okay, guys, build it. We're excited. We want to see some logs, some stone, and some rope. From what I've read in the notes, my extensive reading of the notes is that this house will allow us to store more items, more goods than a standard house, as well as being colonial, so it will be soon attacked by some kind of Cylon. Get it? No, never mind. So yeah, we're just waiting for our builders to come and do some building. We don't have too much in the queue right now. It claims that we have 6 in the queue, which I think 2 there and 4 there, so. And we've told them to make this one the more important one, because this is what really the people have come to see. They want to know about this colonial house. And so far we've got a nice stone pad of some kind. And oh look, there's some beams, some joists. I don't know any building terms. It's a seam of some kind. Joists go across, I think. Beams also go across, though. I don't know. No, joists go up and down. No one cares anymore, Dave. Why are you still talking about this? And furiously, 9 people right now typing out comments. What do you mean you don't know about joists? Damn it. And they're linking me to other YouTube videos that explain the difference between a joist and a beam. If I knew those, I could be out working. Performing a trade of some kind, building a house that won't collapse instead of sitting in my basement, which is supported by joists and beams. Thank you very much. Okay, so the colonial house is almost finished being built. We're very excited about it. I'm very excited about it. You might not be. But also a merchant has arrived. So we're going to pause, because the colonial house is done now, guys. Check it out. Look at it. Dun, 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 dun. It's taller. It looks like it's got a little area at the bottom there, a little porch at the front. It's a pretty impressive looking house. Well, hooray for us. We have built that. And look, there's some sand and some beeswax. This guy's brought us sand, beeswax. We're going to get some more rope and some more hemp if he's got it. I'm going to ask him for some cotton. Bring those every time. What are we going to trade? Sure, let's get some sand and some beeswax because we're making candles and glass. Oh, we can trade some bread. Not a lot of bread, though. Just to show off. Hey, we got bread. And we'll buy some, I don't know, some lamp oil. Trade. Okay. So, off they go. We're trying to buy some things that will bolster our economy here. So our glassworks will have some extra sand to deal with. And the chandlery over here. Where did we put the chandlery? Was that? No, that's a stone house. What was over here? That's right. Chandlery's got some beeswax. It will soon have more. And this apiary here is also creating beeswax for us. Once again, winter settles in across the land. The people move to their houses and begin eating more to last through the winter. The complete lack of warm clothing will prove once again treacherous for them, but they will survive somehow. Good lord, look at all the deer over here. That is a lot of deer. I'm led to believe that if you put a hunting lodge in, it doesn't actually change. Then, like, it doesn't matter whether there's deer showing up as to whether they catch any. But there's a lot of deer there, guys. I'm a little afraid. So, I don't know. Let's eat some of them, is what I say. Actually, I like to use the venison as a trade good a lot of the time. So we will build some, he said, in a declarative tone. Yes, we will. That's what will happen. In the future, in a future tense, we will have built a hunting lodge. But until then, what has this guy got? Meat and silkworms. We could buy some silkworms. That's exciting. Ooh, oh, they're very cheap too. Alright, can we pay... Let's pay 5 units of milk. Let's do that. And, what do we want this guy to bring us? Vegetable oil, of course. We want vegetable oil. Silkworms. Seal meat. Seal meat. That's good. I think that's all I want from that guy. So let us trade and then dismiss. Now, if we build a silkworm dealie, that's the official name, by the way, is the silkworm dealie. There it is. I'm sorry, silkworm hut was not dealie. That's just what some of you thought. You were wrong, by the way. No, let's put it over here on this side of the river, because these guys, lots of houses, very few jobs. Gotta support the local economy somehow, right? There we go. Silkworm hut. Coming up. Oh, we need 10 silkworms. We only have 5. Somebody should have thought of that before we built it. We don't care. That guy'll bring more. He had the 5 with him. We'll just hang on to the 5. They'll probably expire before the other 5 get here. Or maybe they'll get put into the building queue and then they won't. Ha ha! Suck it. That's right, I said it. So we're waiting for our hunting cabin to be done. We are... Then they're going to start building our silkworm factory. Silcasium. Silkworm hut. All of those names are fine. And in the meantime, more sorghum and barley has shown up. Again, we want to start growing our own. But let's see if we can buy all the sorghum and all the barley. Can we make alcohol with the barley, is what you're asking. Any of you that drink beer are asking that. Okay, 1,500, and those are 3 each, so 500 units, right? Yes! And dismissed. Alright, let's check. Okay, can you use barley? Why can't you use barley? Okay, fair enough. Can use wheat. What about the distiller? Can he use barley? Yes. We're making whiskey, ladies and gentlemen. Good Canadian whiskey. Didn't I tell you this town is in Canada, by the way? It's not. I just made that up. But it could be. For all you know, it could be. We're going to switch our corn production over to sorghum I don't know much how corn we have left. We've probably used most or all of it by this point. And our bakery seems to be baking away. We've got lots of flour, which is great. We've got some butter, which is great. Got some students. That's nice. Lots of kids. We've got a ton of food. How's things going over on this side of the woods? There we got our hunting cabin. Oh, we've closed our little menu. Boom. Now, haha, look at that. I found the hunters very quickly that time. We're going to put 2 hunters in. Why? Because that's how we roll. And we've got almost all of our stuff, so we didn't actually take the silkworms. They didn't bring them over yet, so maybe that can only happen when there's enough silkworms. Which there may never be. I hope there are, because that sounds like fun, and then we can make silk, and then people can have clothes that won't keep them warm in the winter, because silk is absolutely lousy for retaining heat. Wool is good. We could have wool, and leather is okay. But, you know, that's just how we roll. So, remember I was saying last time I want a little channel. I want to be able to cut a little channel across there to save my boats some time from getting to me. I guess we could also build across here and put in our trading docks there, but we don't want to do that. That's stupid. Nobody wants to do that. So, we had 2 children born in the spring. One's name is Calvis, and the other's name is Edwig. Okay, so for those of you listening, which would you rather date? We haven't even looked to see if these are boys or girls yet. So, would you rather date someone named Calvis, or would you rather name someone named Edwig? So let's hear your comments. You could vote, if you will, in the thread, and then it will be funny because anyone who hasn't heard that part of the video will just see a bunch of comments and it'll say Calvis, Edwig, and people will be like, "What the hell are they talking?" Then they'll have to listen. So I like that. So if you wouldn't mind, if you're a big fan of Will Forte or this I keep saying podcast, this video so far, please vote either Calvis or Edwig, and now we will see if we can figure out whether they are male or female. So how do we do that? Let's check over here. Is this going to tell us? I'm going to have to look through them one by one, aren't I? No, you're saying there's a way to do it, dummy. I don't know what it is, so let's just quickly look through some houses here so we can find Calvis or Edwig. Hermo. Someone's name is Hermo, you guys. That's a terrible name to be saddled with. Gerald and Zaid. There's awesome names going on. Annalicia. That's almost a normal name. Okay, so I didn't see any on that side of those guys. I think that's all the houses on that side. What do we got over here? Jewelyn. Edwig. Edwig is a girl. And in the meantime, Andon, Derico, and Pearled have been built, but we don't care. We just want to know about Calvis and Edwig. So Edwig was a girl. And so, yeah, whoever had girl in the pool, you won that time. But where's Calvis? Did I miss Calvis? Where's Calvis? Calvis. No Calvis. Calvis. That one, no. Should be a very young, should be 1. Alright, guys, I don't know where Calvis is. Calvis is missing. I'm starting to get a little worried, guys. I don't know where Calvis is. Maybe Calvis is out there in the woods all by him or herself, and no one will ever know. Oh, man. This is terrible. There's someone named Bree. Girl named Bree. That's nice. There's Calvis. Calvis is a boy, so Calvis and Edwig could get together if we wanted. Not if we wanted, if they wanted, really. We don't have any control over that, unless they were the only two children in the village and we built a house. And then we could force them to live together. Too bad. Calvis and Edwig. Suck it. Okay, we have a boat. 2 boats coming in. So, I know you're all so excited. You're hoping, beyond hope, that there'll either be some seeds. Or perhaps you're hoping that there'll be silkworms. You'll probably both be disappointed. Okay, once again, we got a lot of bakery supplies. I don't think we need to buy any more at this point. We're going to let that guy go. We want to make our own. Make our own. What do you got? Bison. Oh, that's exciting. Let's buy some bison, because why not? I know what you're thinking. Here's why not, because the next one through here is going to be what you wanted. What do we got? Let's see here. We need 480 units. No, we need 880 units, so 220. Nailed it. Dude, bring... What do you want to bring? Bring sheep. Bring llamas and leghorns and pigs. That sounds fun. All of those things. Bring all... Every time. No, we didn't complete our trade. Dummy. Okay. Oh, no, we did. We bought 2 bison. That's what we did. We're going to live dangerously. Okay, so now we are going to put in a small pasture. Let's put it out of the way this time because I got so tired of listening to the cows. And the bison, I don't imagine, are that much more pleasant to listen to. We just had a bit of a population dip there. We lost a lot of the seniors, and we're running out of storage goods space. We should probably take advantage of some of these new buildings. Bank barn is an extra large story building that must be built on a slope. And there's a grain silo for grain and a root cellar. I think we have 1 root cellar already over here. Oh, look at that. It's jam-packed with foods. So let's build a bank barn, if we can, on this hill, perhaps. Well, look at that. We can put it right there. I'm a little uncomfortable with that much food being that close together. Should probably throw a well in. If we're playing by old school rules, there's always a chance that things could burn. They probably still would, but let's do that anyway. As we near capacity. And we'll tell our people, build this thing first. Yeah, look at this. Root cellar is 100% full. People just keep coming to bring food to it. Oh, sorry, these guys are actually coming to bring wood and stone quite slowly. And once again, we've used up all of our logs with our sudden building spree. But there's so many logs around us. Go out and harvest them in the winter. So now it's just a matter of getting our builders in there to build. We've got a few extra laborers, so we can set some of those guys to doing that. Here in our pasture, we're going to say bring in some of the bison. See what they make. Probably just beef. Bison burgers are tasty, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Leather. They'd probably make leather. The cows would make leather, too, let's be honest. Okay. You know what's going to be exciting is in not too long from now, both Calvis and Edwig are going to get jobs. They're going to be in school, and then they're going to get jobs, and I can hardly wait to find out what they're going to do for a living. I can hardly wait. I bet most of you cannot wait either. What I can't wait for is this building to be done. That's the most exciting thing to me at the moment. And there's another trader coming to town. It's probably going to go here because the other 2 just showed up. 2 units of rope and some sand. Bring more rope, damn it. So we'll buy like 300 units of that from you. Oh, why doesn't this go up by 20s? I should go up by 20s. Wait, how much do we need? We can do this. Almost 100, hey? But overpaying by 14 units. And then we can do that, and we can do this. Ha! Ha! Alright. So we got enough. We can now build one more colonial house, which is exciting. To me. Not to you, but to me it is. You know what? If you don't like it, that's okay. I'm not making you be excited. Second colonial house. It almost looks like a camera up top. Security camera pointing out here. Watching this deer. What's the deer situation like over here, guys? Did we get rid of some of them? Oh, looks like we did. Maybe it's just fewer trees for them to chew on. Let's see what our venison situation is like. Why don't we get as much venison over here as we can. Oops. Sorry, something happened there. I don't know what. Do 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 do. Sorry guys, my screen went a little crazy on me there for a second, but we're back. I don't know what I hit. I apologize for wigging y'all out like that. I think I just clicked too high. Sometimes the window's a little funny for me, so let's do this. Huh, okay. Alright, so yeah, my game's being a little weird. Alright, well this might be as good a time as any to bring this chapter to a close. Chapter 4 will be beginning shortly, and all kinds of crazy things happen, including Calvert and Edwig's growth and subsequent marriage to each other, we hope. Thank you very much for watching. I apologize for the little weird glitchy thing at the end there, but we will get that all fixed up, and we will be back shortly with Chapter 4 of the Maple Colonial Harvest. Bravo, Charlie, whatever. And this has been Waregames. Thanks very much, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.